Hey guys, welcome to the second to the last video in our heart chakra self-care class. We're almost done. I did want to cover some more tools and touch base a little bit more about thoracic outlet syndrome and carpal tunnel and how all of our energy goes down into our arms from our heart chakra. And a lot of times, a lot of people have just impingement coming down and into our hands, and how important our hands really are in accordance to our heart chakra. Many healers or emotional, empathic, compassionate people that are really sensitive. A lot of hands-on healers, whether you're nursing or you're a hairdresser or you're a massage therapist or someone that just likes to touch other people. Like, I'm a touchy-feeler person and I love to put my hands on people. And it's good to know that some of that energy can reflux back into you, that compassionate energy when we're feeling other people's pain, and especially when we're hands-on touching them, their energy can come back onto us and kind of reflex back. A lot of times if you do energy healing, us healers can envision it like almost like dusty clouds of other people's energy on our hands, or like black tar coming back up into our arms. I know that when I was in the peak of my massage therapy career and I was having tons of hands and wrist issues, that I had a lot of other people's energy into my hands and coming up. And so we're going to touch a little bit about a little bit more self-care massage tools for thoracic outlet and carpal tunnel. And then we'll also talk a little bit about reflexology and how to use the power of reflexology to help all these other areas of our body, including our heart chakra. And then our last video, we'll finally do our meditation. So we're bringing it all together, my friends. So as far as thoracic outlet syndrome goes, like we said, our nerves actually come down our cervical spine, underneath that clavicle or collarbone, down into our armpit and our brachial area. They'll come and integrate here. That's where our funny bone is, where if we hit ourselves here and we feel that electrical charge, that is our nerves coming down into our elbow complex, and they come and integrate down into these little carpal bones. And our carpal bones are almost like little tiny pieces of rocks. They're like little round circular type bones, and they kind of glide and move around within our wrist complex, and all those muscles and nerves integrate down all the way into our fingertips. And so if we have any muscle tightness anywhere along this whole channel, it can impinge that nerve and circulation. So like we said in the last video, we really opened up and worked out our chest, really trying to like work and massage into those biceps and your deltoid and all the way down into your forearm muscles, and really working these muscles. A lot of times if we're typing or using our hands for certain things, we really get a lot of forearm tension. And one way that we can massage our forearms is really like sitting back, and if you need to put a pillow on your lap, you can, but just placing your arm on your lap, and you can use the flat part of your other arm to kind of really massage it out, like really kind of bringing it down, massaging it out. A lot of times you can even kind of pin down that wrist bone and really move your wrist around, working around. A lot of times I'm showing you these different massage techniques, and a whole arm could take me like 30 minutes to work on. If you're massaging your upper back and really opening up your chest, I mean, you can work a full hour every night on trying to work out that tension. So I might just be briefly showing this, but just know that any of these massage techniques might take you a little bit of time to work things out and really listening to what is hurting. A lot of times if it's hurting, it just means that it's tight. So really massaging all along both sides of your forearms. Our forearm muscles are what contract our hand and open up our hand. So those movements come from up here. If you're having pain in your wrist, it usually originates from these muscles muscles being too tight. And so the next thing I wanted to teach you is a really cool trick that we call nerve flossing. This kind of helps to awaken the nerves and really align them, coming down in after you've massaged, like really clearing out the area. You can imagine like pulling off that energy and dripping it off, like really pulling off all the energy that you've accumulated after you've massaged. And you can do this little practice called nerve flossing. So you start with your hand right up here and you bend your fingers halfway down. And you can bend your fingers all the way into a fist and then wrap that thumb around. Unwind that thumb, come halfway up, all the way up. Open up your fingers, tilt your wrist back. Turn your hand around and you can stretch each one of those fingers. Taking the time to stretch each one of those fingers out. And then what you'll do is you'll turn that wrist back around, hand back up, fingers together, and then shake it out. It almost feels like your hands get a lot looser. So you can actually feel the nerves kind of integrate even more. And like I said, really working around and kind of pinning those muscles down and stretching them as you move your wrist around really totally helps with that thoracic outlet syndrome. And it just works wonders. Us people that use our hands to in our careers, it really helps a lot to like really take the time to massage those out, stretch, do the nerve flossing, really trying to work the energy of that out. If you want to take sage or Panaway really works great for muscles. You'll have to dilute both of those oils with a carrier oil, but you can go in and like really pull that energy out and really imagine that heart chakra energy coming out of your chest, integrate it down into your arms. If you wondered why I'm wearing green today, that is a heart chakra color. All of the chakras have different colors that are assigned to them, and green is the color of heart chakra. So you can imagine that green area emanating out of your chest down into your arms. So you can almost envision beams of light coming out your hands and just like really shoot that out and imagine it clearing that whole energy channel down from your heart. I'm looking at this beautiful light shining in my window right on me. Anyways, guys, so that covers carpal tunnel and thoracic outlet syndrome, some nerve flossing. And so next we are going to cover reflexology. And so you can take these points within your body and either just massage them with some lotion. But if you want to add more power, like I said, take some of those essential oils that we talked about. And give yourself some more boost. Use those self-care mantras to be able to kind of shift and help that energy. And so next we're going to talk about reflexology. And this is in that Carolyn Mine book. Again, she has a great reflexology chart. And our heart chakra is actually, or our heart alarm point or trigger point in our reflexology chart is right in the middle part below our feet. Here's our lungs. So you can actually massage and pin those points down. If you were in our root chakra class, I said that, sorry. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. If you are in our root chakra class, I showed you one of the tools to massaging our feet. I just got over a cold. My heart chakra has been through a lot this last few weeks. Like I said, I lost my doggy. I had strep throat and I have had so much energy coming out of this area that sometimes it just kind of bubbles up. Plus I had strep throat, so pardon me. So in our root chakra class, we were talking about reflexology and massaging our feet. our feet can take a lot of pressure. And so a lot of times if you're even having trouble in those areas at the bottom of your feet, you can take a big round stone and like put pressure on those points with the weight of your body if you're standing up. Or you can go out, like I have cement steps in front of my house, that you can use the edge to really massage the bottom of your feet. Or you can just gently even just put a little bit of pressure. Imagine that line from your heart chakra point on the bottom of your foot coming and aligning and blessing that heart chakra and clearing out the energy. Like I said, if you want to add more power, you can put some of those oils on and really massage those different alarm points. And also to know, talking about thoracic outlet syndrome and using our hands so much, that there is also reflexology points in your hands. And our hand, I lost my bookmark, guys. I'm losing it here. Our heart chakra in our hands is actually in the middle of our palms as well. You can find it right in through here. There's our lungs. Here's our heart. So you can go in and really massage all along this area and apply those oils and really use those mantras, and using the power of your mind to really clear out that heart chakra energy will totally help. And so, yeah, reflexology is a beautiful foundation to Chinese medicine and energy healers. We refer to those points a lot. Massage therapists refer to those points a lot. And it's just amazing how everything within our body is totally connected. We are body, mind, and soul. Our energy travels and accumulates in our body in certain patterns, and reflexology and acupuncture is all a great example of how to connect all of those dots. Some other great self-care tools for your heart chakra. A lot of people will use different crystals while you're doing your meditation, or sometimes even if you're sleeping, you can place, a stone on your heart or put it in like your pajama pocket. Jade, emerald, amazonite, rose quartz are all great crystals to work with. It's the same idea that plants have a certain resonance, and so do minerals and crystals and rocks. So you can use any of those crystals, even just to even put in your pocket throughout the day and help to remind yourself to have positive self-talk towards those emotions in your heart chakra. And then also another cool trick that you can do to really wash out the area, especially if we're talking about really moving the energy out of your hands, is you can actually take some water, put some essential oils in it, really bless it and anoint it, and use the power of your intentions to really bless and make some holy water. If any of you have read The Hidden Messages of Water, like, we have the ability to transform the molecular structure of water. It's the same thing as those studies of kids telling plants, like, you are beautiful, you are loved, you are wonderful, and then going and telling a plant, like, I hate you, you're awful, I wish you weren't alive. Our thoughts have the ability to transform the environment around us. So you can actually go and bless some water, or you can go to like a Catholic church and get some holy water from them. But I love blessing my own water and like using it to like really wash and bless over my body. You can bless your arms, bless your hands if you're doing a lot of healing work or you're trying to make a difference in other people's life. Like, bless your hands, bless your feet, and imagine it clearing out that energy, blessing your path. Like, these things will help break those emotional patterns, really help you harness your love and your gifts, and really help to clear out your energetic body, and just really blessing your soul and what she is here to create. So with that, we're going to dive into our next video, which is our last video, and we're going to be doing our meditation. I'll lead you on a beautiful guided meditation, integrating all of those emotions and blessing our journey. And that's how we'll close. So thank you for being with me, and join me for the last installment of this heart chakra self-care class. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.